Hey there. Uh, it's been a long time since I've come back to this channel and uploaded, and uh, welcome guys to Soul Life Network. And uh, in the past, I've made a lot of videos on this channel, but it wasn't that active. So I'm trying to use my actual voice from now on. I've made few recordings with my own voice, but I felt even that was a bit candid. I made it years back, and over the years I think I have grown and changed as a person, and I've used a lot of these AI sort of robotic voice, which I just went through. Even I find it hard to hear from it. So welcome back guys, and I wanted to share something important. I will be uploading some of um, interesting things which I have come across in my last 10 years of research into spirituality and holistic living. So I want to share it now. When I started this channel, I think I was around, it was a long time ago, it's been nearly 10 years since I had this idea for the channel, and since then I've had my own journey uh, and personal experiences and direct experiences with spirituality. So I want to share that, and today I bring to you a interesting video on chakras, the basically the energy centers in the body. And let's get to the presentation. So this is my presentation I have for you guys today. Let's play it out. So basically chakras are the energy wheels in the body, okay? And there is a positive and a negative spin or aspect to this chakras. So there's basically like 7 chakras in the body, and to look at this chakras from a physical point of view, you can see that each of these chakras are associated with certain organs in the body, you know and I won't go too depth into it. For example, heart chakra is associated with the heart, and solar is the belly, and the organs and regions associated with the belly, and sacral with our sexual you know organs and stuff, and root is the the grounding aspect, or yeah, our legs and below. So these are just the example. And but when we look at chakras from a spiritual perspective, since everything is energy, each of these wheels, they carry certain type of energies, and when they are negatively spinning, there's a negative aspect to these chakras, with each of these chakras. So let's get on with the presentation. I'll get started with the first chakra from the bottom, if we are looking at, which is the root chakra. So we'll get ahead from the root chakra. So the root chakra is basically your center for grounding and security. This is the way I put it. And when you are not grounded, you are more fearful or insecure, and that insecurity can be of anything, So when the chakra is in a positive spin, as I have made in this presentation, we are more secure, we are more grounded, and we are fearless. And you can go through the negatives aspect also. So the way to heal our root chakra is by grounding ourselves, and the root chakra is strongly connected to our body. That's why I put strengthening our body and workout and other physical pursuit. Okay. And when the root chakra is weak, we are usually living in fear, or we are having a weak frame, or weak body. Like, having a weak body doesn't just lead to the physical aspect of it, but since we are a holistic being, there is us as human beings, we have mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspect to us. So when our body is weak, the vessel also becomes weak to hold the capacity for mental, emotional, and spiritual resonance or understanding. And this is very important. So when you strengthen your body, you also not only strengthen your body, but you also strengthen your mind, your emotional capacity, and your spiritual energy, and let's get on with the next chakra, I think. And if you all have any queries regarding this, please comment below. And what else? I mean, if this recording doesn't go well, I might do it again. But I want to be candid as possible, I guess. Like a presentation, interactive video. And so another thing is, all the chakras can be affected by traumas, like, when I say the damage part, like we went over the healing part. So now, how can a chakra be damaged? So a chakra can be damaged by having your body not in a good shape, and sick. Your root chakra is affected. And even traumas like mental, emotional can create certain blockages if they are based on low vibration belief patterns, emotions, or mental frameworks. Okay, so let's get on with the next chakra, which is, just a second guys, which is sacral chakra. Okay, I mean, there is Sanskrit names to these chakras. I think sacral is called something. I'm sorry, I'm not so familiar with the Sanskrit name, so I'll just stick to the English pronunciation, which is sacral. It's called sacral. Basically, your sexual or root center. Okay, and the root chakra is your lowest chakra, like legs and below. So sacral is like the sexual energy center, and your sacral chakra is basically your creative aspect, because sexual energy is like a creative energy. And also, sacral chakra is associated with your consumption patterns. Okay, your desire, or your the way you consume things. It doesn't have to be food, but also the type of energy you let into your self. So to create a positive spin for sacral chakra, I think celibacy is very important. And another thing is limiting our consumption to certain things, whether it's food or media you consume, or the type of people you surround yourself with. So any sort of negative influence or negative energy is gonna affect your sacral chakra. Another thing, the negative spin in the sacral chakra, when it's negatively spinning, it makes you more greedy, consumptive, and you're constantly seeking pleasure or discharging your energy, and also uncontrolled desire. To heal, it is to celebrate creative expressions, like where you're not consuming things but you start creating things, you know, whether it may be any artistic endeavor, or any sort of, physical endeavor where you are serving others. So, and the damage, as I speak here, is with excessive pleasure, excessive stimulation, and greed and overconsumption damages your sacral chakra, because you're constantly hooked on consumption. And when you're constantly consuming, there's no space for something new. Okay, that's the thing. So let's get on with the, I mean, there's more aspects to this if I can go in depth, but I just wanna keep to very basic and like the surface now, so that you can remember what each chakra, how you can get it to a positive spin, and how each chakra, when it's in negative spin, what happens, so you know what you have to do to bring each of your chakras to positive spin. For example, root chakra, if you want to bring it to the positive spin, you have to start exercising, you have to start grounding yourself, you have to start having self belief in yourself, and for sacral chakra, celibacy and creative self expression, non consuming things, these kind of things. So now let's get on with our third chakra, which is solar plexus chakra, which is near the belly. So when the solar plexus is positively spinning, you are more confident, you have self belief in yourself, self esteem, and solar plexus, I think it also heals and gets a positive spin through experience. I mean, when I say experience, in any endeavor you get good at, you get confidence and experience. Through experience you gain confidence, so that sort of boosts your self-esteem, self-belief and confidence. Like if you are good at a certain skill or endeavor, it sort of adds to your persona, that confidence, and whatever good you have in you, that adds to your self-esteem. And negative spin with the solar plexus chakra is completely opposite of what I just said. Low self-esteem, lack of confidence, lack of self-belief. You don't feel the courage to act on your own, or you have a weaker frame of individuality. You want someone to guide you and tell you stuff. You cannot, you don't have enough courage or enough confidence and self-esteem to do something on your own. That's also a part of weak solar plexus chakra. Okay, and how to heal our solar plexus, like eating healthy food and certain herbs. Okay, it increases your fire, the gastric fire, and that also leads to a healthy solar plexus or increased energy in the solar plexus. Fasting and workouts, this also helps solar plexus. So basically solar plexus is fire element, okay, and your sacral chakra is water element, and the root chakra is earth element. So the lower three chakras is intimately connected to the physical realm. Okay, that's why working out sort of and certain physical pursuits balances out these lower three chakras. And the damage to solar plexus or negative spin, how can it cause? Like bad food patterns and lethargy. If you are lazy, your solar plexus start spinning slow, or it starts negatively spinning. If you are creating inaction in your life, also, solar plexus is starts having a negative spin. uh, so this is for solar plexus. I think let's carry on with the fourth chakra, which is heart chakra. Okay, so heart chakra is associated with air element. Okay, and heart chakra is in a very special position when you look at the seven chakras. It acts like a midpoint where the heavens and the earth meet. Okay, this is a very interesting point which I just said. Your heart chakra is where the element of ether above the throat and elements of the material space meet in the heart chakra. And heart is the center of self love, self care, and self acceptance. When it's in a positive spin, these qualities are shining through. You also have love for everyone around you, and your understanding. But when it's in a negative spin, you're very closed off, you might be numb, you might be going through emotional pain, and you are discharging the same energy to everyone, to yourself and everyone around you, like self harm. And how do we heal this chakra? I think one of the essence of heart chakra is love. So through love, it can be healed. And love doesn't have to be, you receiving love. To receive love, you have to give love. And I know it might be easier for me to say, but we all have our way and we have to figure it out. And even selfless service, okay? If you find it hard to find love or, give love, you can even go through the path of selfless service, join a community where you are trying to help someone. I think that fosters love, For some, it might be hard to feel that part of themselves, but there's always a key to open one door, like everything is holistically connected in life. And also breathing exercises like pranayama, box breathing, you can say it helps you regulate your heart chakra. And not just heart chakra, but pranayama helps you to regulate all the chakra in synchronicity and balance, because heart acts like a middle medium which connects the lower three chakras and the upper three chakras. So how can the heart chakra be damaged? It's by hurt, trauma, unexpressed feelings, emotions creates blocks, and closing ourselves off also can, create a blockage in the heart chakra. So let's get on with the next chakra, which is the throat chakra. And from the heart and above, you get into the realm of ether. Okay, ether is basically space. So from your heart chakra, which is air, when you get to your throat and above, you get into ether. So the throat chakra, its positive spin includes effective expression or communication of your thoughts and feelings, whether it is to action or you using your thoughts and emotions to communicate effectively. You're able to convey your message as per the individual you're talking to. When your throat chakra is in a positive spin, you can do this, and you are also very knowledgeable. And this knowledge doesn't come just like that, but you seeking knowledge, like reading a lot of wide variety of subjects and then integrating it is also part of throat chakra. And the negative spin of throat chakra is basically the complete opposite of whatever I just said, like inability to communicate or express thoughts or feelings, or inability to communicate your thoughts really well, whether it may be in a workspace, your family, or your colleague, or anyone around you. And it is also the another aspect is lack of knowledge. I mean, lack of knowledge can be, in a way, like, it doesn't have to be you don't know anything, but lack of knowledge, when I put it, it can be being very rigid to knowledge and not seeing knowledge from a holistic point or an integrated point of view, more like you are indoctrinated sort of knowledge where your beliefs are very rigid. That's a negative spin of throat chakra. Like, when it's in a positive spin, you're more flexible with your knowledge, you're able to understand knowledge from different points of view. So how to heal our throat chakra is by expressing oneself, or yourself. See, from my own video, the starting, when I started the video, it was the flow was a bit not that smooth. I was just getting into it. But the more I express, the more your thoughts, your emotions, and other things, your spirit of being becomes coherent or cohesive. Like, I'm not sure it's the right word, but coherent, I think, is the right word. It becomes more synchronistic, okay? And seeking knowledge is another way I think you can heal your throat chakra, is by, I mean, when I say seeking knowledge, it's not something which you seek and you hold on to, but you try to integrate it into your being. And why do you integrate the knowledge into your being? To better understand yourself, because self knowledge leads to true knowledge, or knowledge of everything. So that's what I mean. And when your throat chakra is damaged, you have a lack of inability to gain knowledge, like, or inability to know, learn, speak. These things can be affected. And when you are not living your own truth, I think also throat chakra can be damaged. And when you speak your own truth, your throat chakra begins to open up too, because the current society we live in, I think it suppresses who we truly are. We are all playing up our part in who we think we who they who we've been conditioned to think we are. And all those things shape us in certain way. We don't know our own truth, who we are, or we are suppressing our truth to just to fit into the mold that we are trying to survive in. Another thing is the from the lower to higher chakra, if you see, the qualities keep increasing, okay? As you go up higher and higher, the higher chakras have more qualities to themselves, I can say. But the essence is same, but it can compound in different ways. Okay, because what happens with the lower three chakras, it's related to our basic necessities, like feeling secure, you know uh, you know creativity, or celibacy, self-preservation, things like that. And even solar plexus is just your self-esteem. But as you go up higher and from the heart to your throat and above, the qualities, the features start, increasing. So now let's get on with the fifth chakra. I'm sorry, fifth. This is the fifth chakra. Now let's get on with the sixth chakra, which is third eye chakra. So third eye chakra is basically your intuition, okay, and self-awareness. Your ability to sense things beyond the surface or the visible. Also, it's your ability to connect to yourself. When I say oneself or yourself, is to know your inner world, and for my own journey, I think it was first my third eye chakra which opened up, which led me to be more introspective and self-aware. And I started going down that rabbit hole. And because before my third eye chakra was opened, I was very closed off. I was indoctrinated into my environment, into my belief system, into the people I was surrounded by. They had their influence on me, and I couldn't get out of that box. But soon as my third eye, started opening up in a positive spin, I became more self-aware, intuitive, connection to myself, started questioning things more. And this is also related to throat chakra, your ability to question things, and also third eye, okay, it's sort of interconnected. So the negative spin in third eye chakra can be lack of self-awareness. You're very closed off, and this closeness comes through your experience also, where you're indoctrinated, hard coded into certain values, beliefs, and way of seeing things. And also no connection to oneself or intuition also is a negative spin of third eye chakra. So how to heal your third eye chakra? Okay, I'll tell you another story which is associated with third eye chakra. Is sometimes certain substances can help you awaken these sort of otherworldly insight, or like an awakening in your third eye chakra, when you know that there's more to reality than what we've been made to believe. And I can't say what substance, but you get to know what I'm trying to say. So even that sort of opens you up into third eye chakra. Meditation naturally kind of helps you become more self-aware and open your third eye chakra. And also gaining new experiences or going into the unknown. When I say unknown, is trying new things, or going out on a solo trip to a place where you haven't been before and you don't know the people or things like that, or experiencing life in a different way. It sort of opens up new perspective and new awareness in you. And these are the ways to heal your third eye chakra. So damage to third eye chakra is from constant mental chatter, distractions, your old programming, negative behavioral patterns, like I said earlier, are causes damage or keeps you in a limited negative spin of your third eye chakra. So let's get on with the final chakra, which is our crown chakra, okay? And the crown chakra is where everything is one, okay? It is unity, oneness, okay? And at the highest point of view or the highest self, we are all one. You know, we're all connected. And the positive spin of crown chakra is through living with purpose, purpose based on higher values, or collective living, or connection to the divine. Even third eye chakra is sort of connected to connecting to the divine. And also the crown chakra emphasizes on surrender, you know like not trying to control things too much. A damaged crown chakra is where you're trying to control things too much, and I think surrender goes to a lot of other chakras too, where you're surrendering to the natural flow of life. That is an aspect of crown chakra. Because why I say is surrendering, because when you surrender, you're not just surrendering something, you're surrendering your ego. You are individual control, or your illusion of control, that is being surrendered. And the negative spin of crown chakra includes individual desires, selfishness, lack of purpose, or higher living. And the damage also is caused by destructive living patterns, and trauma. And I think, as I explained earlier, trauma includes for all chakras, okay? So, and another aspect of crown chakra that I want to share is, like, if you've seen Om, like each aspect of Om is a different state of reality. There is conscious state, the deep sleep state, the dreaming state, the deep sleep, and then the turiya or unity. And I think that is what the crown chakra can relate to. It's the part where you go beyond. It is turiya, it is oneness, which is basically ocean of light, which is consciousness, awareness, and bliss. Okay? And when I say awareness, it's also like knowledge. Consciousness, awareness and bliss. Like, there is a Sanskrit wording for this. It's called Sat Chit Ananda. Okay? Sat is knowledge, I think, and Chit is consciousness, and Ananda is bliss. And so when you go beyond all this into the final realm, state of being, it is pure oneness, where the whole of reality is emerging out of the consciousness, or a single mind. And I think this is the same thing which is being repeated in the text, like Hermetic principles and Kabbalah is all is mind. So everything stems out of this pure state of consciousness. So thank you guys, this was it for the presentation. And for the conclusion part, I think I don't have much to say. You can conclude on your own, connect the dots, and take what's valuable, which I have shared, and integrate it into your own aspect. I basically gave this 7 chakra system to be very practically applicable to your own life, because when we have unbalanced chakras, we are not living to our full potential. We're not living holistically. And to balance these chakras, you just become aware of the positive aspect of one chakra and the negative aspect, and you align yourself to the qualities, okay? And overcome the blockages and heal yourself. So this is just a framework which I have provided. You can do your own research if you want, and if you have any questions or queries, please let me know in the comments below. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. I'll be posting more valuable, potent content which you can use in your life and also share with others. So please subscribe, guys, and comment and like this video, and we'll see in the next video. Take care.